Hi everyone, nice to meet you. My name's Dan and I'm a recent alum from Penn. I graduated this past May with a major in health and societies and a minor in fine arts. I currently work as a program assistant for Minds Matter of New York City, and I am a co host for the podcast How to College First Gen. Here, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about how I networked, and I just want to share three takeaways to help you continue your career development. The first one is that your community is your network. All the people that you already talk to know tons of people that can connect you and help you learn more about yourself, learn more about the careers you're interested in, skills you want to learn, all that stuff, right? So for me, I would talk to Valerie DeCruz at the Greenfield Intercultural Center, and she knows tons of alums. So I would go to her, say, hey, I'm interested in X. And then she would say, I know these people that do that. And then that's how I would get connected and find the right people and then keep going. The second thing is to join groups or spaces online that also have these people. So when you're not just connecting to people that you already know or that your friends are connecting you to, you can just find those spaces on your own. So we all use social media. If you're not on LinkedIn, you should be on LinkedIn and just start taking advantage of all the different groups and pages that they have. So, if there's an organization you align with, you should follow them on LinkedIn and then see what other recommended organizations there are. And the more you do that, the more you'll better curate content to find the right kinds of opportunities and the right kinds of people to connect with. And then the last thing is when you do make a connection, whether you've talked to an advisor who's connected to you to alum or you've met someone cold just on LinkedIn, make sure you follow up. Set a schedule to be okay, I talked to you 3 months ago, I'm just going to let you know, thanks for your advice, I'm doing well, or, oh, the advice didn't work, is there anything else you would suggest? It just shows that you're invested in them and that, you value their opinion, and you never know, following up with someone later could lead to another opportunity for you and another connection down the line. So just keep your relationships warm and just keep trying your best. But that's all I have to say today, and just remember, your community is your network.
Hi, my name is Juana and I'm a graduate of the college. I graduated in 2017 with an urban studies degree, and I'm currently back home in Houston working in commercial real estate. One of the things that I realized pretty early on in my career is that it's really important to be able to introduce yourself properly and come up with a good pitch when you're networking. Because if people are able to remember your name, they're going to remember you down the line whenever they have an opportunity. It's really important to start off by practicing saying your name loudly and clearly. If you're ever in a situation where you're in a crowded room and you're really nervous, it's important to be able to say your name loudly and clearly, almost as if on reflex, so that you don't let those nerves get to you. Go ahead and just practice in front of the mirror. Make sure that you look confident and that you're standing up straight. The next thing I would do is start coming up with a list of basic conversation starters. So these can be pretty basic questions like, how did you hear about this networking event? How has your day been? Where are you from? The reason it's important to start off with these immediately after giving your name is because your pitch is supposed to start a conversation. Make sure that you appear genuine and that you're listening to them, because people aren't going to be inclined to help somebody who is just looking to gain something from them. They want to get to know you, and they also want to be heard. So make sure that you're asking questions to get to know the other person. And once you've got the conversation flowing, you can start weaving in little details about yourself. So for example, if you are an engineering student and you're speaking to somebody who's already an engineer, once they start telling you about their job and what they're doing, you can maybe, for example, mention a engineering project that you're doing that's related to what they do in their day-to-day. That way you're establishing a connection and they start getting to know a little bit more about what your career goals are. If they establish a genuine connection with you, they're going to be more likely to help, and whenever you ask for favors, they'll be more receptive.
Hi everyone, my name is Alba. I graduated from Penn in 2019 and I studied sociology and consumer psychology, and now I work as a coordinator on the diversity, equity, and inclusion team at Comcast headquarters right here in Philly. And when I network, 2 questions that never fail me are, what led you to the job that you have today? That's question number 1. And question number 2 is, what are current books, articles, authors that I should be reading that are relevant to the field? And those questions really help a lot, especially the first one, because as an opener question, it gets people in the mood to get into some storytelling, and it really opens up the two-way street, because as they're talking about their journey to the job that they have now, they'll talk about other jobs that they've had that led to this one, classes they took, people they met, all that kind of stuff. And you can chime in and talk about things that you have in common, maybe classes that you took that are similar or that you always wanted to take, or just anything else that might come up that you can establish a connection with. So that's good, because you want to keep these connections in your life, because you want these people to advocate for you in other jobs or programs that you're interested in, so it's not just like a one and done deal. And for question 2, in terms of staying up to date in the field, it's really good to know all of the different facets of the field that you're interested in. So what's the current discussion right now, talking points that you can get for potential interviews down the line, and knowing what is really important to the field at that time. Those 2 questions, if everything else fails, those 2 really help a lot. I hope that helps. Good luck.